Oh.
Bing bong. I think I missed the initial B on the bing, so I apologize if that's what you come here for to watch. And, whew. Hey guys, it's mid-afternoon. It's pretty late for us. How we feeling about it so far? Oh, shit.
Feel wide awake.
That is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
Can't believe that just happened to you.
Yeah, Tom's wide awake. That's good. Mid-afternoon's a weird time because it's like you should be wide awake, but this is usually about the time of day where I'm feeling a little sluggish.
Yeah,
Where I have my
I
afternoon
was-
coffee.
On the way to a very pleasant golf nap when I had to get
Oh.
up for this.
You know that's coming up for me. I have Scotty Scheffler's tee time. I got the alert on my watch. He just teed off at
fancy.
150. So I'm watching Scotty.
I'm not a big golf guy except for Masters weekend.
I-
I'm
Yeah,
locked
It's
in.
funny you say that. Yeah. Not a sports
last,
podcast, but
the last
yeah.
couple of years, my weekends they start off by watching golf, and it's awesome.
Yeah. Not a sports podcast, but yeah, Kevin, to what you said, like I don't really follow golf that much, but the Masters, like I absolutely love and make time for every year. It's just magical. But hey, we are the CineBoiz podcast. Welcome everybody. We are part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network. We're the movie, TV, gaming branch of Cork Bats. And if you don't know what Cork Bats is, be sure to follow them on social media. It's at Cork Bats on Twitter and Instagram. And also check out corkedbats.com. That's the website. You get all kinds of cool content, including CineBoiz movie reviews, which we'll have a new one coming out on Monday for Ambulance. So be on the lookout for that. Hey guys, happy National Cherish an Antique Day. Do you guys have any antiques that you cherish?
I'm told that desk is an antique, and I was always yelled at it when I would game on it because I would hit it. And so apparently it's an antique that I'm supposed to cherish.
Did you?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
My wife.
You calling your wife old?
She listens to the
Hey.
podcast, man. If anybody shouldn't say that joke, it's you. But points
He's a
for
good sport.
the ballsiness.
She's a good sport,
She's a good sport.
Laura's younger than you, if I'm not mistaken.
right? But we're both over the age of 25, so
It's like there's that.
which
Sunny,
I believe that is the age something has to be an antique.
There's that Sunny quote where Frank goes on a date with a lady, and he's like, "Yeah, I just think you're too old for me." She goes, "Frank, I'm 5 years younger than you." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I always like that. But yeah, just real quick, few housekeeping items. If you're watching us live on our Twitch page, like Mr. Rima is, thank you so much. Please consider following. That goes a long way for us. This is kind of our landing page. It's really like the website for the CineBoiz, even though technically Cork Bats is. But this is like kind of our page, our landing page. Following costs you absolutely nothing, and you can be entered to win prizes for doing it. You can also subscribe. If you feel like, you're not obligated to, but if you feel like, hey, I really like the cut of these guys' jibs, and you want to maybe support us, consider subscribing for a low monthly fee. That goes to us, and we really enjoy that. Kay says, hello, boys. Twitch didn't notify me you were live. Oh, no. I hope that's not something we did on our end. Well, it's good to see you, Kay. I'm glad you found us. But yeah, we're live. It's a different time. It's 2 in the afternoon. Usually we do 11. Maybe we'll switch to 2. We'll see. We're just going to play with it today. But yeah, and then also if you're watching us live on the Cork Bats YouTube page, thank you so much. Welcome. Help us to continue to grow this channel by subscribing to the Cork Bats YouTube page. Subscribing on YouTube costs you nothing. And it helps us and the rest of Cork Bats big time. So we really appreciate that. And if you're unable to watch us live and listening to this as our newest podcast episode, thank you so much as well. Again, we're the CineBoiz podcast. We are a podcast, part of the Cork Bats Podcast Network, and you can find us wherever podcasts are found. So go in there, take a listen, rate, review, subscribe. You can watch us on Spotify, by the way. Again, this costs you absolutely nothing. It goes a long way for us. Really appreciate that. And then real quick, just to give you an update on our follow goals for Marpril. We're a little over halfway through Marpril, which is early April. We're looking to get to 150 Twitter followers. I believe we are at 120 or 130. I don't remember exactly how much. And then we want to get to 190 on Instagram followers. We're at 179 or 180. And we want to get to 60 Twitch followers, which we're at 52 currently. So we're close. we're really close. If you want CineBoiz the musical in May, we got to hit all 3 of those goals. So share our stuff. Help us out. I think, too, if we don't hit the goals, I think we need to vote out a CineBoy.
Ooh.
Do you think that's fair? Really make it cutthroat.
Really make this more
Volunteers
like
tribute.
Survivor.
Exactly. Yeah. We won't do that. That'd be mean. So yeah, consider following us. But yeah, again, I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast, and I am joined, as always, on the East Coast, but not for much longer, Mr. Mob. Hey, Mob, how are you?
Oh, hi, I'm here.
Oh, hi, he's here. Good to see you, buddy. You look handsome.
Thank you.
Oh, good. Hey, I got a question for you. What are you big on this week?
I'm big on Maggie Rogers. She came out with one of her singles for her new album that's coming out in July this year, I think July 29th, and she's like one of my favorite artists. And so like I'm just really big on her and that she's back with music.
What kind of music is Maggie Rogers?
I don't know how to describe her.
She's what I would call sad white girl music.
That's like Mob's
But I
bread
love
and
her.
butter.
She's very
But-
good.
It's true because like you say that sad. Well, she's not white, but like I've been listening to a lot of Olivia Rodrigo.
Dude, I
She
love
gets,
Olivia
like-
Rodrigo.
Like if she came out when I was in middle school, those
Oh
would have been my
gosh.
anthems.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's like Avril Lavigne for this generation.
But like
She's
better,
great. Yeah, she. So
Better
I said this earlier today.
cooler.
I said this earlier today and got like a death stare from who I said it to. But like she sounds a little lordish to me.
Yes.
Maggie or Olivia?
No, not Maggie. Maggie's in a different
Okay, I
different
see.
realm. Olivia,
Olivia. Yeah.
little
I won't lie to
lordish.
you. I don't hear it in my brain, but maybe
Don't-
if I next time I listen.
Like maybe not in the songs that are played on the radio, but on other songs on the album. There's there's a lordy vibe, and like I like Lord, so it's not a.
Have
a
you
diss
listened
by
to
any means.
her
Lord.
Tiny Desk
Lord.
concert?
I am Lord.
No, but I think I will now.
Oh,
Because I
you should.
literally
It's
like
very-
just
She's
I know it just came out like a year ago, but I literally just discovered it because I'm an old white man.
Olivia
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
well,
Yeah.
her Tiny Desk concert is amazing because I'm always afraid of artists when I hear them live that they're going to disappoint me, but she voiced just as good live as it is.
I will
on
say,
the records.
like, I feel like that's a legit concern, but I feel like nowadays that happens less often than it felt like it used to. Like, people's
Probably.
voices are more legit. Like, they're not using computerized stuff anymore.
I
'cause
also
I think
think-
we can see through that easier.
Yeah, and I also think that the way artists are discovered now, they're discovered so raw and just like on the internet. They're not going through studios and lots of
Right. It's
being
not
fixed up.
necessarily this is a face, let's put us a voice in it. It's like
Right.
this is a voice, oh, it has a face as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot. The music industry has changed a lot in the past, like even 10 years. Like
Mhm.
it's way more
I would
accessible.
say 5. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, that's cool, Mob. I'm really glad you're here, man.
So yeah, glad Maggie's back.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, moving on. We're also joined in his home office in the middle of Missouri by Tom Bragg. Tom, how are you?
Good. Very good.
That's good, man. What are you big on this week?
I am big on a clothing brand by the name of Bare Bottom Clothing. I don't know if you boys are familiar, but
It
they
sounds sensual.
could be. But I bought a pair of shorts from them last week, and they are the best shorts I've ever owned. They're soft, they're comfortable, they have room where I need it. It's just fantastic. So I'd recommend if you need some new shorts or pants. I think they got pants. Go out and get some Bare Bottom Clothing.
Where can
Bare
one
bottom
find
clothing.
Where can one find bare bottom clothing?
BareBottomClothing.com.
All right. Well, you heard it
Use-
here. Official sponsor of the CineBoiz podcast.
Use discount code CineBoiz.
Yes.
And see if it works.
Yeah,
and
just
tell
try
us.
it. Like, just use the discount code CineBoiz on barebottom.com. Actually, it's barebottom. It's not barebottom.com, is it?
It's
What?
BareBottomClothing.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes. So
Did I
the
say, should I
clothing.
say
Put the clothing in there.
barebottom.com?
Definitely
I said
put
it.
the clothing
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yes. Be
Definitely
sure
put the
to
clothing.
add clothing. Otherwise, you're going to see something probably you don't want to see.
Or maybe. I don't know.
Or you might. Like, yeah. You know, who are we to judge? Yeah, so check that out. Official sponsor this week, barebottomclothing.com. Use promo code CineBoiz. We can't
Also, to be
guarantee that's
clear-
going to actually get you a discount, but
tell
just
us if
try.
it does.
Yeah, let us know.
Also, to be clear, not sponsored by barebottom.com.
Yes.
We are sponsored by
Bare Bottom
not even
Clothing.
we could get sued for all this, but who knows? We'll find out.
What are they going to sue
Free
us for?
advertising.
Yeah.
They're going to take our Twitch money?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, we do have a little bit of Twitch money now, but like I
That's
feel like
rich.
the amount of work it would take to actually sue us is probably not worth what they would actually get in the long
Nah.
run. So
Nah.
yeah. Well, thanks, Tom. Really glad you're here too, buddy. And then we got Mr. Cool Lights, Mr. Cool Office Lights, Kev. Kev, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking, Ken.
You said you're not good?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Sorry, cut out a little bit there. Well, hey, I'm really happy to see you. What are you big on this week?
I am big on something pertaining to what we say we do here at this podcast, which is a movie. It's called
Whoa.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. I saw it yesterday. I think it came out about 2 weeks ago. And I had reasonably high expectations because I checked out the Rotten Tomatoes score going in. And I think right now it's at 97.
Very high.
That's decent.
Honestly, could have been higher in my opinion. Maybe my favorite movie I've seen since we've started this podcast.
Whoa.
Which was 2019.
20.
I've never really 2020. I've never really seen another movie like it. It's hard to put in a box because of just the amount of things that happens. It feels like a fever dream in the best way.
Okay.
It's crazy, action packed, kind of wacky, really funny. There's some dark humor, but it's also really powerfully it's powerful emotionally. Like I teared up a couple times in the second half of the movie.
Okay.
So I'm just very excited for you guys to go see it because I absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 stars.
Wow. Okay.
And I am a little bummed that it came out. I know it came out at the film festival I'm blanking on.
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that we remember this come next winter/fall at the Oscars because I think
Okay.
it is deserving of some sort of praise.
Okay. We'll go check it out if it's playing near you. I think it's not nationwide, but it is it's a wide-ish release.
Yeah.
I think the wide release was yesterday.
Okay.
Wide release was this weekend. I think
Okay.
it was, yeah. So it's in Columbia. It should be anywhere.
Yes.
We
That's
have
how
it.
you know.
Everywhere else should have it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So go check it out. I'm actually going to see it tomorrow night, so I'm pretty excited
Yes.
about it.
Yes.
Well, cool.
Yes.
Well, Kev, thank you so much. I guess that's it on the big on stuff. I guess we
Yeah.
should just move on.
Oh, stop the bull crap. Just get over yourself. What are you big on, Kenny? Jeez.
Mob is over it today.
Mm.
Jeez. I'm sorry.
That's what you get for
A little
podcasting at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
hard labor will do to you.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll share what I'm big on. Kind of in the same vein as Kev. Also a movie. Probably, when we look back on it in history, it's probably not going to be remembered as well as Everything Everywhere All at Once. But went and saw a little Michael Bay movie last night, Ambulance. It's good. Like it's a good movie. Review is coming on Monday, so be sure to check that out on corkbats.com. But yeah, no, it was I remember seeing the trailer and being like, I think this is like maybe the first Michael Bay movie I'm actually interested in seeing, just the way the trailer looked. It lived up to the hype. Like, it's pretty solid. It's a lot of fun. I was like 10 minutes into the movie and I was like, I feel like this is Heat minus a plot, but way more action.
That's
And-
like
Nice.
exactly what I thought of when I saw the trailers.
Yeah.
I was like, this feels like Heat, but
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
Yes, it's like if Michael Bay made Heat. That's really what it is. But not as like nuanced and story driven.
Right. Because it's Michael Bay.
Right, exactly. Michael Bay is not known for being a storyteller.
The
But-
one review I saw was imagine if Michael Bay had access to drones that could do cocaine.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what this movie is. Solid.
Sold, honestly.
The drone shots in this movie are insane. It felt like when people say like you're you go to the movie, it's like being on a roller coaster, like that type of movie. You legit feel like you're on a roller coaster in some parts because the way that the drone shots hit. It's good. I would say this. I would recommend seeing it in a theater. I don't know if it's going to have the same like effect if you watch it on TV. The theater experience I had last night watching Ambulance was top notch. It was a lot of fun. So, yeah.
See it by yourself, or did you make Kat go?
I saw it by myself. I gave her plenty of chances, though. I said, hey, it's an hour away, or the movie's an hour from now. You still have time to come with me. And she's like, no, I'm going to stay home. You go. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
It was baller. I love it.
What's the last Michael Bay movie everyone else has seen?
I think it was Transformers.
Probably a Transformer.
Probably, yeah.
Mine was, I'm pretty sure, was
Two
Six
Pain.
Underground, and that was just such a
Actually,
Pain and
Michael
Gain.
Bay masterpiece.
I think mine was that one about Benghazi.
With Jim Halpert.
13 Hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Which wasn't, honestly, I didn't think it was a terrible movie. But
That one is, I remember I watched that too. It was a little different because it didn't take place in a bunch of locations, so he couldn't quite do all the crazy
Right,
things
yeah.
he would normally do.
yeah.
Yeah, it's if you go to RottenTomatoes.com and you look at Michael Bay's tomato meter, he only has 2 non-rotten movies that he directed. It's Ambulance and The Rock. Everything else is
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I do love The Rock.
Yeah,
Wow.
the best part about Ambulance, and this isn't a
Forgot
spoiler.
that was Michael Bay.
Yeah, this
honestly.
isn't really a spoiler, but like near the beginning of the movie, these 2 cops make real quick references to, and explicit references, not like under the table, like wink, wink, nudge, nudge references to The Rock and Bad Boys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like a guy quotes The Rock and then he says, "That's from The Rock." And I'm like, who does this in
How
a movie?
self-indulgent.
They quote their own other movies. So
I mean, the Rock has to be as. Oh, actually, it's not. So Ambulance is actually right now higher than The Rock on
yes,
Rotten Tomatoes
and
by
rightfully,
1%.
in my opinion, rightfully so. I think the review's coming out on Monday. I'm still tweaking it, but I'm tempted to say it is Michael Bay's best movie.
Remind me who else is in it besides Gyllenhaal. Anybody who-
Abdul
Yahya?
Mateen.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
There's a few other guys in it who like I don't know their names, but you've seen them before. But yeah, it's well acted. Like that's the other thing too is, and we'll talk about it in the review when it comes out. It's a really well acted movie. I think that really helps it. Story wise, it's kind of like thin.
Shocking.
But like technically, it's a marvel. So just be on the lookout for that review. So yeah, that's what I'm big on. Okay, now we're done with big on stuff. We don't have a ton to talk about this week, guys. Last week was like we had so much content, Will Smith content. It just carried us through the entire episode. This week there is some more Will Smith content, but we'll just do it real quickly because I'm sure everyone's sick of talking about it, and I'm pretty much over it at this point too. But the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences came out yesterday and said Will Smith is banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years. So that's his punishment from the Academy, even though he already withdrew from the Academy. He is not allowed to go for 10 years.
It definitely seems, and like Mob, you said this yesterday that you thought that was a bit of an overreaction. I would agree. It kind of feels like one of those things where like for so long, they've never really like, just speaking in generalities about like Hollywood, like they haven't really punished anybody that much for like their wrongdoing. You know, obviously we've had Me Too, but that kind of had to develop on its own because nobody was doing anything. But like in terms of like this kind of consequence, like it seems like they finally realized, oh, we need to be like taking more disciplinary action for when things go south. But I don't know if like the punishment in this scenario really fits the crime. It's like they overcorrected.
We just got a new follow.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't know what was happening to you right
That's
there.
since you guys can't hear the alert, that is what I'll do every time we get a follow. So Zelly, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Sorry, Tom, I interrupted you.
But does that, what I just said though, does that make sense?
Makes total sense.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
I feel like
seems-
they're over. Yeah.
Not a sports podcast, but it seems like when the NFL wants to take a stand on something stupid, they take a stand on it and they like ban someone for a year or something when they're letting people who are doing far much worse things get by on lesser,
well, and as
and
always,
more egregious.
The fact that we can see it with our eyes is a big, like other people that have done much worse in Hollywood, we don't have video evidence that the whole country
This
saw.
is true.
Yeah.
I just like
same with the NFL. Anytime it's on video, it's 10 times worse and people are more mad about it. But if there's no video, you can it's not right, but you
like
kind of sweep it under the rug and it kind of sucks.
In this case, it's like we can all agree Will Smith shouldn't have done that.
Agreed.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
10 years for not be able to like attend the academy, and who
Seems
knows, maybe he
extreme.
doesn't want to, but like that's a lot. Like why not just like give him a 2-year ban?
Right.
Or ban.
Sure.
Definitely next year, 2-year ban, 3rd year come back, make a joke of it, and it's all gone. Because like Will Smith's not going to be canceled. He's not going to be done. He's got like so many things. He's always got like so many things on his IMDb in production or in development.
Even that, like some of the movies that he's supposed to be doing, they're kind of putting a halt on, which even that is kind of like, I don't know if we need to necessarily like be halting all these things either.
Sure.
Like
I feel like
Louis C.K. can keep winning things.
Right.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I think that even 2 weeks removed from it now, it feels a lot less of a big deal. So I feel like the things that are on hold probably won't be on hold much longer.
Probably
That's
not,
how I
but
feel.
it just...
Well, I have a game plan for Will Smith to get back in the good graces of the public eye.
Oh, do share.
It's simple. Every year at the Oscars, he needs to dress up in a ridiculous disguise and try and sneak in.
That's fine.
That's all it would take.
Yep.
Is he puts on a fake mustache and like a wig, people will be like, this guy is awesome.
Dresses up as Genie one year.
Yep. Perfect.
Every year for the next decade, just try and sneak in. See how far you can get.
You are
Document it, put it on the
right.
internet.
Yeah.
That's
He will
all it
become
would
the
take.
people's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Kay wants to know, is anybody watching Moon Knight? Bit of a tangent, but that's a good question.
Not yet.
I haven't
Not yet.
watched it yet.
Is it out now?
Yeah.
Yeah, first 2 eps are out.
Okay.
It is different
Okay.
in a good way. I'm enjoying it, but it's like
Sure.
it's weird. It's nothing else Marvel's done so far. So I'm proud of them for trying something new.
Cool.
Here's what I feel about it. I'm kind of waiting for it all because from everything I've read, it's like people are a little uneasy about it right now. Not in the sense that like, is it good or is it bad? It's just being rated as like the worst Marvel thing. And I have a feeling it's one of those things where it's like, you're going to need the whole thing because it's so new.
Yeah.
I will say I think it would be better if you were able to binge it because it's very scattered. It's very all over the place. Oscar Isaac is acting his butt off for this because he's having to basically be 2 different people. I'm enjoying it, but I can see how. I think if I had to start over, maybe I'd wait. It's too late for me now. I have to just see the episodes as they come out.
Yeah, Kay's saying she loves it so far, and Oscar Isaac's real good. And she also says it's definitely different than the other Marvel shows that have come out, but as someone who has seen them all, I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It feels...
Zelly says worst rated amongst critics. Wow, didn't know that. I didn't know that either, actually. Is that really the case?
I think the first 2, like the Disney Plus series.
Sure. Okay.
I'm just not a fan of rating something 2 episodes in when you know there's going to be like 6 more.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
I mean, that's just releasing your movie review before the movie's over. Like,
Yeah.
you haven't seen the whole thing. Just give it a moment.
I just think for me, with something this new and like a world of stuff that we know a lot about, I want to watch it all at once.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, cool. Well, hey, moving on to our next story. Gary Oldman has joined the cast of Oppenheimer.
This movie is stacked.
Yeah.
Shocker.
It's insane.
It's gonna have everybody.
I'm trying to see.
It's like, has he done a movie with Christian Bale or not Christian Bale? Christopher Nolan before? Yes. Okay, then he has a real good shot at being an Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Yes, that is a qualifier for sure. So far, the cast is, and this is just a small list of the whole cast, but it's, of course, Gary Oldman, Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Florence Pugh, and Rami Malek. That's nuts.
I'm still like taken aback that Florence Pugh is is with Zach Braff.
Oh, you're still shocked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So shocked. I love that.
Every time I see her, I'm like, wow. It's like Arrested Development. I'm like, him?
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's just so much older than her, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
it's
she's
like
probably a
20-year
baby when
difference?
Scrubs came out.
it's almost 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yikes.
She's younger than us, and he's a lot older than us.
Let's check it out.
We're like in between them both, I think.
Speaking of Gary Oldman, I just started his newest Apple TV show
Oh, is
last
that the
night.
spy one?
Slow Horses.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not necessarily a main character, but it's interesting.
Okay.
Have any of you watched Severance?
Not
No.
yet.
No, it's on my to watch list.
Me
Have-
neither.
Okay. That's Ben Stiller's show.
But I really
right?
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are saying it's good.
Okay. Good to know.
And it's finally finished the season. I think the finale released
Okay.
this week. So
Zach Braff is 47, and Florence Pugh is 26. Ugh.
Yikes.
So 21-year difference.
half your age plus 7.
That surely does not add up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Or what's her age? Yeah, it doesn't.
26.
I was always told that's the correct age difference, like max.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're trying to do it positive, you double your age minus 7.
So what would
He
his
just,
be?
he just
Like
went half
30ish?
his age.
He needs to be dating someone that's like 30.
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
youngest.
Fair.
Mm.
Well,
They've
hey,
been dating for a while too,
yeah. Well, hey,
like years.
love is love, bro.
Love is love.
You know, let them love each other if they love each other. So yeah, check out Oppenheimer. That's coming out. That's coming out. I actually don't know when it's coming out. Probably like next summer would be my guess.
Probably next year, yeah.
But yeah, it's. I'm sure it'll be good. Freaking Nolan movies are always decent.
It is
Mhm.
July of 23.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, moving on. So Ezra Miller has been in the news a lot lately. And I'm just going to go ahead and apologize up front if I screw up pronouns on this, because I know Ezra's pronouns are they, them. And I'm going to try really hard not to screw that up. But yeah. But Ezra Miller was arrested in Hawaii last week. Oh, get this.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So he was like harassing people at like a karaoke bar or something like that. Apparently, like he is, or they are, yeah, not doing too hot right now. And apparently had like a lot of meltdowns on the Flash set. And
Yikes.
they're talking about, I don't know if there's anything confirmed, but they're talking about replacing him in future projects. So yeah, not great.
But we don't really know like what is going on or like what really prompted
No.
this harassment.
Yeah, I'm not
Apparently it's
exactly
been
sure. Yeah,
Apparently this has been going on for a while. I
Huh.
hope he gets the help he needs,
Yeah.
obviously.
Kay says
but
they, yeah.
Yeah. it's
Kay says they
big
got in
stuff.
trouble for fighting someone a few years ago, didn't they? I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, this
honestly
is
the
all
first
a
I've heard
lot.
about all of it.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like this, I've been following the news story here and there, but like I hadn't really heard too much about it. I didn't really know this was a thing that was going on in their life, but yeah. I think Ezra is a great Flash, and that's a huge bummer. Like, if you have seen any of the like Snyderverse movies with Ezra in them, like Ezra's really great, and that's a bummer. So, and then I guess he's in the Fantastic Beasts movie.
He is,
Mhm.
in my opinion, so unnecessary to that franchise. But
Okay.
whatever.
I've seen like
Well,
5 minutes.
yeah,
of
I
the
hate
first
that.
one.
I hate that franchise. I'm
It's
anti.
it's because the character
Yeah.
kind of just destroys the original
Yeah.
canon arc of the
It's
first
awful.
7
It's not.
books,
It's not Ezra's
so-
fault, but
No.
I just don't like his
It's a
character. Don't like
terrible
those movies.
story.
I won't see this third one because the last one was so crappy.
So
I
the-
saw the second one, and I'd never even seen the first one. But I was
You were
told,
probably
you won't need to
head
see
spinning.
it. You'll understand it.
100% needed to
I-
see the first one.
I
You
did
were
not.
lied to, and also
Yeah.
I thought the first one was decent, and the second one
Yeah.
was awful.
First one, I remember thinking, yeah, that was fine, you know. But
Okay.
the second one, well, and they didn't. They replaced Johnny Depp because there's
With
a whole
Mads.
Yeah.
Right.
But wasn't like Johnny Depp a replacement for Colin Farrell?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was
That's in the story.
that was in the story.
Technically, yes, but no.
Oh, okay. So
He like
shaped
It wasn't-
he
Colin
was
Farrell wasn't
wearing-
replaced because of things he did in his life that got him canceled. He was
Colin
replaced
Farrell
as
was-
part of the story.
Yeah, he like was basically wearing a human mask of Colin Farrell, but was still Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Grindelwald.
Because
or whatever
magic.
his name is.
Grundle. Well, I guess check
What?
out the new Fantastic Beasts movie next week.
No, don't do it.
Wait for
It's
HBO
trash.
Max.
Yeah, HBO Max it. Yeah, and then the last story, guys, we got some good news. I hope you guys are excited for this. Oh no, I lost the page. Okay, well, Ben Affleck.
We're getting
and Jennifer,
Geely too.
Yes, I wish, but Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are engaged again.
This is 2003.
I know, right? It's like we hopped in a time machine.
Here's a question:
Bring
I don't know
back
the answer.
now bring back Brad and Jen.
Yes.
Has J Lo actually ever gotten married, or has she just been engaged?
Yes.
1,000 times.
She was married to Mark Anthony, the singer.
Okay.
Oh yes.
There we
Was that before the first go around with Ben Affleck?
That was after.
Yes.
After?
I still think she leads the world in engagements. It's a lot.
Probably.
Yeah. It was definitely after Ben Affleck.
She's just all about that Jenny with the rock life, you know.
Fair enough. I see what you did there.
That was nice.
Yeah.
was
Well,
good.
congratulations to Ben and Jen, Bennifer 2.0. If you need press at your wedding and you don't want to go with the typical press, we'd be more than happy to cover it. Just let
Stream
us
it.
know. Yeah, we'll come by. We'll stream it.
We are lovers of elegant weddings.
I hope it's not the same weekend as my wedding. That'd be awkward. Everybody would split. Like, whose wedding do we go to? Anyways, that's pretty much it as far as headlines go this week. Not a really big news week. But yeah, I guess moving on. Tom, what's our trivia situation looking like today?
We have it.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
So I thought, to kind of continue what I started yesterday in the Discord, I thought to honor Bruce Willis this week for his retirement. He's not dead, just retired, even though it kind of feels like he died. I thought we should do a little Bruce Willis trivia.
Sounds good to me,
And this
bro.
is all encompassing, not just his movies. For
Die
example,
Hard.
first question, in what year was Bruce Willis born?
Oh shit.
He's older than we think he
1955,
is.
1940, 1945, or 1950?
I'm gonna say 1955.
I'm going 55 as well.
I'm going 50.
The answer is 1955.
Okay.
Nice.
So that makes him 67-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Kay's asking, has anybody seen Flag Means Death? Our
Yes.
Flag Means Death.
I don't know what that is.
Mhm.
It's a show
Watching
on
it.
HBO Max. Taika Waititi.
I'm excited
Taika.
to watch it. Yeah.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. I haven't seen all
Is it a
of it.
pirate show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Taika.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Reese Darby, who what a pair, what a duo.
I'm in the middle of it. It's delightful. It's an easy breezy watch.
If you don't know who Reese Darby is, may I recommend you watch Flight of the Conchords. It's a
Yeah.
bit old now, but like
I
that
feel
show
like you
was
know
so
who he is.
damn
You
funny.
just maybe don't know.
You don't know the name.
He
but
was
you know the
Murray
face.
in Flight of the Conchords. If you
I
ever
love
watched.
Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, he's
I
that show is
It's
so
my-
good.
business.
freshman year of college, you know how they have
Business
like
time.
those poster sales and stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had a giant Flight of the Conchords poster in my freshman dorm room because it was at one of those poster sales.
I
Yeah.
wonder if they still do those sales. Those are
Gotta.
hilarious. I hope
Do,
so.
do you
So-
go to college if you don't buy a Fight Club poster to plaster your wall with?
Yeah, if you
That
didn't buy a
or
Fight Club poster your freshman year, did you really go to
Scarface.
college?
Or
Boondock Saints.
Another one.
Boondock Saints.
Or
Yeah.
you get like those like neon
The
ones you
ultimate.
put with the black light in your garage.
Yeah.
Hey, K Mingo with the 15 bits. Thank you so much. She said, "Oh, hey, you have bits." Yeah, we're affiliated now, Kay. We're a big deal. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that. But yeah, anyways, Tom, I'm so sorry I interrupted you. Why don't we
Derailed.
continue on with this trivia?
Of course. Our next question. Where was Bruce Willis born? America, Germany, China, or Australia?
Australia. I'm pretty sure it's Australia.
I'm gonna go with Mob. He seems confident.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Germany to cover our bases,
Unless
but
you're
I
thinking
think
of
it's
Mel Gibson.
Australia.
The answer is Germany.
Ah, you.
Ah.
Oh,
come
sucks
on,
for you
man.
guys.
We believed in
Was
you.
he
Pretty
was he
sure it
born
was
on like
Australia.
a military base or
I
something?
think
Yeah.
his dad was in the military.
Stuttgart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I lived in Germany.
Nice.
'Cause my
Our
dad-
next question.
My dad was, my dad was military.
I don't know why that was so funny.
I'm like Bruce Willis.
I'm basically Bruce Willis.
Call
Although,
me Bruce now.
side note, I did get another person stop and ask me this week if anyone has ever told me I look like Paul Rudd. To which I responded, "Did somebody ask you to say that to me? Like tell you to come over here and say that to me?" And he's like, "No, like I was just
Where's
thinking
the
about
camera?
it." So,
Did you guys see Paul Rudd's most recent Conan interview?
yes, the podcast.
Yes. Did we talk about this
So
already?
funny. That's one of my favorite podcasts.
I think we shared it in the text
Yeah.
group.
Okay, maybe we
That's
didn't
my
talk about it
favorite
on the
bit.
podcast.
It's you
best
can't
running
do
bit
that on a podcast.
ever. Yet he did.
Gotcha. All right. Well, hey, Tom. Sorry, we interrupted you again. I feel like we've been
It's
very
good
rude to you
content.
today.
It's good content.
Okay.
Question number 3. Bruce Willis became widely known for his role in which television series? Was it EastEnders, Dynasty, Moonlighting, or Dallas?
Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Moonlighting.
Australia.
Australia. Good night, mate.
Mom was so confident about Australia.
I felt really good about it.
I'm Bruce Willis. Good night, mate. It's my Bruce Willis impression. Nice.
Question number 4.
Good.
Okay.
Bruce Willis played the character of a failed police negotiator in which film? Mortal Thoughts, Sunset, The Negotiator, or Hostage?
Pretty sure he wasn't in The Negotiator.
I'll go the last one, whatever you said.
Hostage.
Yeah, I'll say Hostage, too.
That sounds like a Bruce Willis
What were the
title.
first two?
Mortal Thoughts and Sunset.
Or Sunset sounds like a Bruce Willis movie as well.
They
We'll go
all-
with Mortal Thoughts.
They're probably all actual Bruce Willis movies. Well, except for Negotiator. I'm pretty sure he wasn't in that. But
The answer is Hostage.
yeah, we got it. Bing, ding, 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 ding.
Bang. I know the crap out of Bruce Willis.
Apparently.
Ooh, this.
I don't know him at all.
This is a good tricky one.
Okay.
Should this be our last question? Or
Sure.
should we do one more? All right.
Unless you got another one. We got plenty
I mean,
of
I've
time.
got-
We're
Do you have
short
any
on time.
Bruce
Dozens
Willis
here.
friends related trivia? That's the best Bruce
I couldn't
Willis
find any.
era I know. Okay.
Our next question. What kind of cigarettes does Bruce Willis buy in Pulp Fiction?
Oh,
They-
man.
Red apples, dark apples, big apples, cherry apples.
I'm going to say red apples because my first thought when it comes to cigarettes is Marlboro Reds. So that's my guess.
That's good logic.
Good
I
detective
want to
work.
say cherry apples.
Cherry was stuck out to me as well. But Mob sucks at trivia, so I'm going to go with. I'm just kidding. I'll stick with my gut. Red apples.
Red apples.
Choose
The answer.
Cherry apples.
The answer is red apples.
Yeah.
Red apple cigarettes.
Baby, we got it.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
I haven't either.
Tom, I
It's
say,
kind of
I say
kind
let's
of-
just do it, man. Let's get that last question.
All right, all
It
right.
feels right.
Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Our last question. Can you tell? Sorry, this is not worded very well. In which year did Bruce Willis appear in his debut film Blind Date? 1987, 1992, 1958, or 1980?
I'm going to say 1980.
It's 1958 would be like a trick question where he's like a baby.
It was like a child actor.
Ooh.
Which I don't think he was. Well, didn't Die Hard come out in 87?
88.
Oh.
I'll say 1980. Oh.
What was the other
I'll say
80?
1987.
I'll say
Is that
80. I'll
an
stick with
answer?
80.
Mob.
I want to say 82.
Well, that's not a choice. 92
No,
is a
80
choice.
as
80
well.
Also.
Oh, okay. You gotta be more specific with that.
Don't cross
The
Tom.
answer-
Don't cross Tom when it comes to
Mob's
trivia.
getting
Don't be a
cracked
smart
on
ass.
today. Mom's ready
answer
to punch us in the face. Slap us in the face.
is-
Sorry.
1987.
Yep. I know the
damn.
crap out of Bruce.
See,
Bruce
here's what
expert.
happened.
Bruce
Here's what happened. I knew whatever I guessed was going to be wrong, so I went with Kenny, so he'd be wrong.
Did
you
you
just
throw
confetti yourself?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Mob just wins the day.
Were you waiting the whole podcast to throw confetti at some point? I love that.
No, I had a voided check here that I was just ripping up, and I used it as confetti there.
I
That's
like that.
perfect.
I
I'll
love
We
say
need
it.
more out of that action.
We don't have enough confetti.
We
on
need
this
more just like
podcast.
random confetti from Mob every episode. Just at some point, we need
Those
confetti.
little poppers.
Yeah.
I will say I'm saving up for a wheel.
Yes, the wheel.
$1 a week.
We need to talk
We'll
about
have
that.
it in.
After the podcast, we need to talk about it because I've got a good idea for a wheel stream. Wheel stream coming soon.
Just want a wheel.
Okay. Well, Tom, thank you so much for the trivia. Why don't we do some anniversaries and then we'll call it a day?
How about we do some anniversaries? All righty, here we go. Happy 5-year anniversary to Aftermath, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I've never heard of this film.
I thought it was going to be a Kevin Hart movie.
Yeah. Happy 10-year anniversary to. Is that right? Safe. Jason Statham. Again, another one I'd never heard of.
I mean,
Not a
Jason
great week
Statham
for
made
movies.
any movie he made after
Transporter.
Transporter. I don't know anything about.
Yeah.
Was he in any of the Ocean's movies, or am I making that up?
Jason
You're
Statham?
making that up, but
You're
he was
making
in
that
some
up.
of the Expendables, right?
Expendables.
Fast
probably what
and
I'm thinking of.
Furious.
He was also in
Red?
Italian Job, which was kind of like Ocean's 11.
Italian
he?
Job is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think that's
Wasn't
what
he
you're
in
thinking
like
of.
the Red Dawn remake too?
Statham?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I never saw it.
I don't know.
Chris
I'm just
Hemsworth
thinking
was.
of all these movies with like all the old people.
You can't blame me. There's so many
And he's-
people in
he's
Ocean's.
not, like, old.
Ocean's 12 and 13.
Statham's probably in his 50s.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
he's not.
I would
like-
guess closer to 60.
He's
Let's
getting
see.
there. I
I'm gonna
think.
say mid 50s.
Yeah, give me your guesses.
I'm going to say 55.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm going to say
55.
53. 53.
I think he's in his 50s.
Do you
Need a
know,
number.
Kevin?
I need a number.
I said 53.
54.
55.
Ah, Mob's right. 54.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah,
you're
suck
just-
it. I don't know anything about Bruce Willis, but when it comes to Jason Statham, come at me.
Kevin, you really struck a nerve with Mob today.
I
All right.
like it. I'm gonna go after him more often.
I like this vibe. All right.
Anyway, we got two more.
Two
I got a special
more?
one for us.
Oh baby.
Yeah, because these just really sucked. So I want to see what came out 30 years ago.
Okay.
Happy 25-year anniversary to McHale's Navy.
Is that the one with Kelsey Grammer?
No, it's Down Periscope.
Oh,
This
that's
one
right.
has Tom Arnold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, I get those confused.
Hail Navy.
yeah.
I just.
And then happy 30-year anniversary to A Midnight Clear, which is actually it's a pretty good war movie with Ethan Hawke, Kevin Dillon, one of those Dillons,
One of the Dylans.
Matt,
Gary Sinise,
Ah, yes. Good friend of
and
mine.
Dr.
Oh, I've
Cox,
seen this. Yeah, whatever his name is.
John C.
I've
McGinley.
seen the cover at Blockbuster in my youth.
Ah, yes.
It's actually pretty good.
88 on Rotten Tomatoes, so I'd watch it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
cool. Well, Tom, thank you for the extra special, action-packed anniversaries this week. Really appreciate that. But yeah, guys, that's going to bring us to the end of our time together today. I just want to thank everybody who's in the chat. Kay, Zelly, Mr. Rima. Good to see you all today. Kay, thank you so much for the bits. We really, really appreciate that.
Is that payment?
Yeah, we got a little tip.
Hmm.
Isn't that cool? All of our hard work is finally paid off. 2 years of doing this, we're making money.
Work
Finally.
on my behalf.
Yeah.
Tony Fee now.
Oh,
where
what?
he be now?
Kay with another 10 bits. Thank you so much again, Kay. We really appreciate that. Kay's our biggest donator. She's got a special little icon. She's actually the first person to give us bits, which makes sense. Kay's like our
I
number one
think-
fan.
How
Kay
much do
needs to
bits-
have like sort of like a majority owner needs to have some sort of say in this podcast at this point.
She's she's our Discord moderator.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's like our administrator.
Yeah. Okay, it was awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Zelly too. Thanks for the follow. We really appreciate that. 2:00, maybe not the best time. Kind of a slow afternoon. We're all a little sleepy. It's time for
I was
our golf
watching the
naps.
Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go back to 11. That seems to be our bread and butter time. All right. Well, guys, everybody, be sure to follow us on social media at CineBoiz. That's Twitter and Instagram at CineBoiz. Also, be sure to follow Corked Bats. We're part of the Corked Bats Podcast Network. You can follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Corked Bats. Also, check out corkedbats.com. We got a review for Ambulance coming on Monday, so be on the lookout for that. And then, yeah, we'll be back. Should be back next week for a party. I hope you guys can all make it.
I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, we will miss you. We'll miss you, bud.
I'll miss you guys.
Okay. Well,
I can't.
bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
I'm down.